Hey guys, Eddie with Trails and Trucks here. Today we're doing a shop walk around. What you see behind me looks pretty basic, but there's definitely more than meets the eye. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we're inside the shop. This is a 30 by 40 pole barn. Originally, it was just nothing but gravel. Nothing that you see in here was in here. It was basically leaking. I don't know how long it's been here, probably 20 years. So the original structure that you see is here, the 30 by 40 part. We added a lean that you'll see later, and then we added everything in here as well. So we'll kind of just walk you around and show you a few things. One thing you'll notice is this black walnut on the walls. We kind of went with a two-tone, so you got kind of sheet metal insulation behind it, and then this black walnut was cut by Amish, and it really has a nice touch. It just kind of gives us something structural to bolt things to. This is a 12,000-pound lift. We kind of reinforced the floor with a footer here, and that's, I think, about 18 inches thick concrete. And so we did that just to make it even stronger. We also added kind of a safety mechanism here, so if this push button got stuck or something because it was cold or who knows, I can just kill power here without having to run to the breaker. So that's custom, that wasn't really done. That didn't come with the lift. It's got extendable arms, it has all the spacers to be able to change height on a whim. And obviously this is a major part of having a shop. A lift is everything. And so the real kind of mission here was for this to also double purpose as kind of a studio to be able to shoot content for the brands we work with. And that's why we have a Gladiator on the lift. We're doing some stuff with Black Rhino, Firestone tires, Dobinson suspension today. This is really where the shop shines, but of course we wrench on our own things as well. We had racks installed everywhere, so you'll see it on both sides. It helps us with our camera gear, helps us with supplies, parts that come in. And this table is kind of adjustable height. It also rolls out, so we can use it on shoots, or we can do wiring projects and then bring it over to the vehicle when we're done. We picked up some of these at some liquidators. So people order it on Amazon, and then they kind of get it returned, and they don't go back on the shelves. So we picked it up on the cheap. I'll probably get a couple more of them. And then a little retractable extension cord here. We have connectors and plugs for pretty much anything from welders to power supplies and stuff like that. Right now we're working with this Craftsman here. It's kind of a double toolbox on top of each other, and it's got all the dampening and stuff that you would expect from kind of modern toolboxes and stuff. We just picked up a ton of new tools and really trying to get ourselves organized here instead of just piecemealing whatever I've had over the years between the different houses I've lived in and stuff. We ran fiber internet in here, so we have really fast internet. We also got all these like really thin LED bars. We kept some of the raw wiring just to give you that shop feel, so it's not too dialed in and too overkill. And these lights are really nice. It was like 36 of them for like, I don't know, 300 bucks, so very cost efficient. And they've done really well on our shoots. So we have a lot of different lighting options, from handhelds to tower lights as well, and tripod lights. And so these lights up top give us kind of a liquidy, cool feel when you're filming things. But these lights get us into the crux of the frames, where it's hard to reach places. We can get different height on them. We can light up a subject really, really well. We can diffuse the light really, really well. I think the biggest thing here is we could use some heaters, I would say, in this section. And we got to cut corners somewhere, and budgets. So I think the next thing would be a better heating system of some kind, maybe a mini split, maybe some overhead blowers of some kind. But we're getting there, and we still got plenty of upgrades to go in here. But we wanted to kind of use the shop, do some shoots, and then figure out what we need instead of just thinking about what we need, buying it, and then realizing we just blew a lot of money because it's not even useful. In this section here, right now you'll see a lot of tires. We outfit a bunch of different vehicles, and we have a lot of common fitments for different cases. So we have sets of 35s, like 265, 70, 17s. We have ATs, MTs. And then we use the racks for a lot of other products. So when a brand sends something in or we order something, we'll start staging stuff in here so that we can actually prepare for the build that's coming in. And all of our camera gear right now is on the ground. I'll probably get another table like that Husky you saw, or add another rack of some kind. But we're shooting all sorts of stuff in here, stuff outside as well. Sometimes it's hauling videos, sometimes it's off-road videos, and sometimes we're shooting how-tos and things like that. And so you see everything from FPV drones to DSLRs to mirrorless cameras. We've got tons of tripods, lots of lighting, batteries everywhere. And so it's just how it is when you're kind of trying to produce something. And we have a pretty big team in here at once. All right, so we've kind of wrapped up here in the shop of where we've gotten so far on this. So we're gonna head over to the new lean-to shed. This is just an add-on that we did. So in here, it is partially insulated. The ceiling is not, the walls are. And to save some money, we use pallet wood to do some accenting instead of the expensive, nice black walnut. And we've done that at every single door. There's 3 doors total in here. So this one is the first one at the front, and then this is a through door that takes you to the back door. So theoretically, if I got a tractor or something, or our side-by-side, we can drive it all the way through, which is really, really nice. This is only about 12 feet wide, so we have enough room for some shelving and some options in here, but it's definitely a lot colder in here than it is in the shop. And then if I walk you down real quick to the end, you'll see it's kind of a shape of an L. So it'll cut, and the motion lights kind of turn on as you walk. And so you can kind of see the backside out here. And we've got some goats and sheep and stuff, so they hang out over here all the time. And this leads to the back door over here. And again, you can see the pallet wood accenting. And again, a lot of this is partially insulated as well. And so we'll walk back in here. This side is 10 feet, the other side's 12 feet. It's an L, 3 doors. We just have some lumber up. Sometimes when we're working on products or doing unboxings, we kind of stage stuff in here and store extras. This lumber, I'm gonna build like a miter saw station at some point, and that's what the saw is for. And we'll build it on wheels and casters so we can move it around and cut wood, and because we're kind of a farm as well here. And then this is just where we decided to put some of our hardware up, kind of a woodworking station. Really simple. My wife comes in here too sometimes and works on something real quick. So besides that, I would say having the lean, the biggest reason we did it is to keep that shop really, really clean, really, really open. We get so much stuff, we have to store things, we produce so much trash from a shoot or whatever. And so it's really nice to just be able to kick all that stuff out and keep that business and keep this side kind of a controlled chaos. This is just a work in progress as well. This is gonna change a ton, and we'll continue to implement new things and try things out and try different solutions, whether it's for storage or insulation, or kind of wanted to have it, use it for a year or two, and then again, start investing more into it, figure out what's really needed, because you get kind of analysis paralysis trying to figure out what you should buy and what you should keep, and what's useful and what you think is useful versus what actually is functional. And so all in all, I mean, it's a very, very usable space. Honestly, we couldn't do what we're doing in there if we didn't have this, because all of this would probably be in there. We only have so much room on the property. So this was an absolute necessary add-on, and to be honest, worth every penny, even though we paid a pretty penny for it. The only thing I would say is I just make it bigger, like I said earlier. So we're really, really happy with it. And we're gonna go back inside and take a look. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Let us know what you think in the comments section. Till next time.